What is up, everybody? It's Swood here, and today I just wanted to bring you this really cool Golem skeleton barrel deck that I've been playing with. I actually got it from diegoB about a month or two ago, and I just picked it up when the skeleton barrel got buffed. So as you can see now, it has 67 death damage, which is enough to kill bats or skeletons, or like damage other cards where you can like maybe zap them to kill them. So I like the new buff. It's pretty cool, and not a lot of people are used to playing against skeleton barrels, so sometimes you'll have people like zap or log it early. So I have a couple matches I wanted to show you. I actually ended up having 3 matches that I was going to show you, but I had technical difficulties when I was recording and I lost the first recording, so I had to re-record, and then by the time I went to record again, I lost one of the matches, so down to 2 matches, but it's okay. I just wanted to go over, while this is the background, I wanted to go over some of my thoughts on the balance changes and like the new update and all that, and you guys can just watch the Golem gameplay in the background. So basically, before we start that, for the Golem deck, you have minor poison with a couple other cards, furnace. So like basically what you want to do in the first 2 minutes is just like always like try to put a furnace down and then just cycle like the minor and the other cards. You try to hold the Golem for double elixir, and then once you get to double elixir, if you have like a furnace down, then you can drop Golem and the furnace will do a bit of defense for you, and then like a furnace plus like a mega minion if they try to punish is normally enough to save your tower. And then you can like take the other tower with Golem, say Golem, Night Witch, Skeleton Barrel, and then if they play like other troops try to defend it, like Executioner, Tornado, or Hunter, you can play like minor poison on it. So it's really strong. It's hard to deal with all the different stuff. There's a big tank in the Golem, the air support, and then also like a minor poison from behind. So it's very strong. It's hard to deal with, and you'll see me playing against El Jefe, a climbmate of mine. So enjoy those games in the background. As for the balance changes, I really like the balance changes overall. I think the spell nerf, the Knight, Ice Golem, and Hog nerfs are all very good. They're all like very slight. They're all still usable. And as you can see, there's been pro players, if you're watching like RPL or MEL, those types of leagues, a lot of pro players are still using those cards. It's just they're slightly, like they got a slight haircut. So like the Hog, people thought he might be dead, but he still is very viable. It's just sometimes he gets 1 less hit. Like against a Mega Minion, it used to normally get 3 hits, and now it gets 2 hits, the Hog, if they just play a Mega Minion. So it's like little stuff like that. It gets 1 less hit, but overall it's still viable. So the balance changes I think overall are really solid. The only thing I think they missed was probably a Tornado nerf. I'm assuming that will come in the next balance change in 2 months. It's really strong. There's so much you can do with it. There's like even all the stuff that you see in regular matches. Like the pro players know so much more. Like you saw, if you watch King's Cup, Surgical like would Ice Spirit Tornado a balloon from the tower to activate his King Tower without taking any damage. So stuff like that is really crazy. There's so much you can do with it, and I feel like there's more stuff out there. So NATO is one that hopefully will get another nerf because it's still super strong. It's gonna be in every deck. The new cards, Hunter is really strong. He can like kill a Golem that's played at the bridge before it even gets to your tower, and it can like 3-shot a Lava Hound. It's insanely strong. It kills like any tank. I think the biggest, it has the same HP as a Mega Minion, so like you need a Fireball Zap or like Rocket Lightning to kill it. So I think the biggest weakness to it is like long range troops, like a Ewiz or a Musketeer. It actually does a lot of damage close up, like a Shelly from Brawl Stars. If you watch it, it's like a shotgun. It shoots 10 bullets. And they each do 69 damage for a total of 690, but if it only hits 1, it only does 69 damage. So you can actually counter it with an Ice Spirit, because Ice Spirit has more than 69 if you're able to just get it to shoot 1. We have a tech video that's going to be coming out, hopefully Friday, Saturday, on the Hunter, how to use it and how to counter it, so watch for that there. But the Hunter, like, it can basically one-shot a lot of troops up close, like a Musketeer and anything below that, and like troops like Mega Minion, Knight, another Hunter at 2 shots, or like leaves them at like 1 HP for like a tower or a skeleton to kill. And obviously all those tanks it just shreds through. It's super strong. I'm sure it'll be very mad. Zappies aren't that great. I thought they were going to be like a 3 elixir card. They seem underwhelming at 4 elixir. I'm sure they'll get buffed in the next balance changes, which will probably be like 2 months, I'm assuming. What other... Let me check quickly. Sorry for the pause in the gameplay. I just want to check what other cards are buffed. Oh, the pump, that's what it was. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. put this in 2 times. So the pump, it actually got a 13% HP reduction, which was like before it would cost 6 and it would generate 8, so you get like a positive 2 elixir from it. And if someone fireballed it or poisoned it, it costed like the poison of the spell costed 4 elixir and took away 5. So instead of them getting a positive 2 from the pump, they were getting a positive 1. But now the poison and fireball cost 4 and take away 6, so it's an even trade, and they're just getting so basically you're getting tower damage for free, but it still can be used in 3 must decks as like a bait for the fireball, so that they can play minion horde or 3 musketeers. But in golem decks, it's not going to be as useful because you're just getting like the point of the golem is like you play the pump so that you can have a super big push once double elixir comes. But if they just fireball it and then you play your golem, you realize the same off. It's just you're not going to have as much troops to put behind the golem, so it's not as good with golem. So I'm assuming there will be a lot more golem decks like this one I'm showing you with furnace, or like without a pump and just minor poison. Yao Yao and Nova Aaron, who's now used to be TMD Aaron, now Nova Aaron and Nova Yao Yao. They're really big fans of playing these like golem minor poison decks instead of golem pump. So I feel like decks like that are going to be a lot stronger going forward. Slow that down a little bit so I have a bit more time to talk. Again, I was going to do three games so I could talk over all of them, but I lost one of them, so we're down to 2. At the end, I'll show you a couple other decks that I've been playing around with. Oh, and guards. I can't believe I forgot those. Guards are super strong, and I'm sure those, along with Hunter, are going to like come into the meta and be really strong. I've seen guards and Hunter in like every single kind of deck. I've seen them in like giant decks, in golem, in graveyard decks, hog decks, expo, like basically anywhere you can play both of those cards. They're pretty strong. Obviously I recommend you test it for yourself and try to see what works best with, but I only have a Hunter level 2, so I haven't been able to play it in grand challenges yet, but I've noticed that it's super strong, and then the guards buff, I've been playing those, they're really strong. So here's the deck again if you want to copy it. Another like Yao Yao type deck would be, let me try to make one quickly for you. So a deck like that is something that Yao Yao would typically use, so it's just like a golem with minor poison and a lot of good support cards, air and ground. They could also throw in like a lumberjack. So there's a lot of different golem variations. If you want to try the skeleton barrel, you could try the one that I posted. If not, one like this would be really strong too. A couple other decks. This is just a really fun, I'm not sure if it's competitive, but it's a Prince Graveyard deck with skeleton barrel and guard, so it's just like a good fun way to test out all the new cards that got buffed. And also this giant Prince Hunter deck is super strong. It has the Prince, Hunter, and the guards, which are all super strong now, and I've seen a lot of pro players using this with the Prince buff. The other place you could play Prince is with Golem, so you could actually throw in like a Golem for minions, so it'll also be really strong. But those are a couple other decks that are really strong. So for this weekend, we're going to hopefully get a tech video out for Hunter, which should be how to counter it, how to use it, so it'll be a really good video, and hope you guys enjoy that. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. Have a good one.